to a track Bangus production.
You ever wonder what it's like to live in the jungle? Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck how you feel, better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House. Stomping in the Air Force Ones until the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and woke. They know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Woke is the new sleep, shallow is the new deep. Cheats every news week, silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho, so I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan, they both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat, want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup, while I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a tribe, I like feeling the vibe. Man tucking all that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoiled like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth, fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
Aladdin. This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping. Most you niggas with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble, she look me in the eyes. Open up the eyes and say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle. High charisma in my temple, she get real experimental. With her mouth on my pickle, guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain, that's real fundamentals. Give me some, get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won, plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
Yeah, get it, Lyrical ecstasy, pull up smooth. How Alexis be? Reference me whenever you thinking of who the best would be. Respectively, it's longevity. I'm from that pedigree of gifted ones with powers that's tapping into telepathy. The mind is everything. You so off, forever lost in this matrix. Starving to be a part of this great shit. Flow like the A6 when in traffic, wreaking havoc. Blue steel 44 bulldog. I let you have it, do the mathematics. And while you at it, step your game up. It was real when I ain't have shit, and when I came up was never on no half shit. I put the same up in people out here plastic. Don't fuck the game up. It's strange, but we carry on. Gotta be very strong in this life that's not promised or very long. I get my berry on, spit it from the depths of the deep. It's greedy. Who got next on this beat?
Supreme dropper, the son of God, the dream stopper, the rude awakener, fumigating you fleas proper. Rejuvenation's illuminating through these choppers. Came back and immediately superseded you teeny boppers. Full of this positive energy, you can see the shopper. And you can tell I'm a soldier like P and Silk the Shocker. Invoke the fifth morning dude who preceded Jimmy Hoffa. Y'all get talking like bitches, I'm on a different knocker. And I drink different vodka, I'm just a different monster. The first two fall off was in the temple in Sri Lanka. But fuck it, nigga, enough about me, let's switch the topic. You're always talking about killing the ops, kill the optics. Shit ain't respectable spectacles for whoever watching. One day your name bringing profit, the next is on the docket. You're flying high, my guy, and I ain't here to knock it. I'm just praying that you escape from that burning cockpit.
The key to life is not to compete with rivals. You live evil, so we divide you, then collide you. Bleed the strip like a menstrual cycle. Lift a rifle, stop your vitals if you worship idols. And live for titles. What gotta give for you to see God live inside you? Dragon, Niggas through the heat until they breathing fire. I'm so cold I can freeze a fire. I been saw the earth was flat. I'm a frequent flyer, speak in silence. I'm a verbal tyrant. Words merge together to cast spells on people trying. I'm vibrant. Negative energy get met with violence. Yellow tape and sirens. The surveillance footage showed him getting killed, but it was nobody by him.
Yeah. Straight Cobbs. Yo. Cause you know what I'm spitting is real. Like when a clucker hit the bass and he getting that feel. How you get on the mic and that shit just spill. I've been killing shit for a while. I got the light, you can't turn down my sundial. Living foul, die the same way. My people going nuts for a payday. Run up on you broad day, let the case spray. I'm eating beats like I'm at a buffet. I made it to the God's doorway and they let me in because I found what was built in. And they like what I do with the pen. I zeroed in, I mastered my zen. All you gotta do is say when. You up next, Drake Cobbs, you got one shot. No worries, my flow is dumb hot. I run through anybody I come upon. The juggernaut, I took my fucking spot. Just moved a couple rappers down the slot. Fucking blood clots, play connect the red dot. And I ain't talking Kodak when I say he getting a headshot.
Cyphers. Yo. I'm colder than the Chi-Town breeze. Use a fake, put the metal to your face like, lie down please. Let the frost stop, leave the same impression from a car drop. Y'all watch the boy stand out like a ball spot. Smoke down trees, connecting with my inner man. Ran with the best of them, boot camps, get Timberland. And my weight class, cash by the milligram. Pink sapphire stones, I call them killer cam. I'm so clean, y'all can remove blemish. Give true business, cross hook jab, boots in this. Don't trust people that come in your space. Someone lead you to a trap like the front of the race. Words are weapons, but if you make me come from the waist, literally shit on you niggas when I dump on face. I'm lyrical dope and physical hope. Only need one shot with a visual scope.
Fuck each and every last one of them. Fuck everybody that jump ship and fuck whoever run with them. Fuck you for biting my style, nigga, you big lame. I'm a cesspool to you niggas, you just a shit stain. Fuck you for playing them bitch games, you heard me? Fuck you for adding my name, trying to concern me. I don't give a fuck why you mad, nigga. You better get glad, nigga. Stop trying to hide you an ass kisser. Them niggas that you said was killers, they don't know you. I put the call in with niggas, they exposed you. Dumb clown, it really ain't no time to be dumbfound. Niggas heard them whack ass lyrics and said thumbs down. Fuck you for being a rat, saying your gun shoot. Fuck whoever gave you the idea, they dumb too, dangerous. I'ma be the winner of this race, Mr. Fuck you, middle finger in the face.
It's the disrespect for me. Let me throw something on here. I'm starting this out a little different today. This conversation that you and I, or we're going to have. When it comes to what's going on, what is the vibe, what's happening right now, what I can tell you is when I tapped in, the feeling of crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset is the beginning of the story. Then an offer was made, handing you something sweet, something good. But behind that is a spiritual hater that hates on your spirituality, your light, your magic, and your power. But when the offer is made and you are set to travel on that road, going down that road, know that your light irritates their demons, because the shine is you. So when they travel down that road and they creeping and they looking behind corners and behind walls, trying to get the inside scoop, trying to get a closer look, being nosy all up in your business. At the end of the day, the divine said they ain't nothing but a groupie. It's the disrespect. It's the disrespect for me. You see, and I was always told, never go back and look at how you were raised. Let me pick up these cards. Gratitude and ashe to the divine, to the spiritual council. May I be protected from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, from one side to the next. Because what's the tea? I tapped in earlier today because I've been in and out. Life is life right now. So I haven't been in the streets of YouTube or even in the streets if it's not professionally related, dealing with a lot of people. But what I see as the theme that's being woven is the disrespect. I was raised that respect is something that is earned and not given easily. I was brought up that way, on respect and integrity. And when I listen to things that I'm listening to throughout the streets, it makes me want to run down the YouTube streets and jump into my shop or my platform very quick. You see, I roll alone. There's a couple of people I deal with here and there in my circle, but I pretty much roll alone. I'm not really sector related. And I heard that earlier today when I hit a replay just for a few minutes to make sure that everything was okay. Because at the end of the day, whether or not, if I fuck with you or not, if I consider you my people, and I want to make sure that you're good. Point blank, period. I don't like people fucking around with mine. It's just something that is. Whether you and I are gelling or not, that's just the way I am. And I think that's a maternal thing. It's more of a maternal thing than anything. But I digress because it's the disrespect. So let's get to the conversation. But let's do housekeeping first. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational. You see, each of us is blessed with the power to tolerate different behaviors, such as that we have the power, if we choose to confront them. And when there is a clash of the different values, the differences in taste, whether we're contradicting opinions or our own weaknesses, we are sometimes unsure whether to tolerate or go against it. Knowing how to respond makes us capable of preventing or solving issues. Do you consider it unavailable or unavoidable to face or confront people who behave or act in ways that you don't approve? I mean, we are all different. So it doesn't make a difference if I approve of anything or not, because who the hell am I? See, where the approval comes in at is internal. Because you already know if you're going against your own grain. or if you just running with the crowd. Do you sometimes find it unavoidable to tolerate abuse, corrupt practices, or violence? I'm just one person, and my words may impact the one other person or another person in a different way. No heat, no judgment zone here. Do what you do. But for me, it's the disrespect. Does your mind become unsure of what behaviors or which behaviors that you tolerate and which ones you don't? And for those that you don't, do you face it? We all have two inner powers on the inside of us. One is the power to adjust, and the other one is the power to face. And since these powers are opposite by themselves, we need to be very clear in discerning which one of them to use in any given situation. One reason our relationships are getting complicated is because we are wrongly using these powers. And if there are differences in the different qualities, the different virtues, the different opinions, the different moods, and the different perspectives, we need to adjust with people. Adjustment means we understand, we accommodate, and we accept that people are different, which we do. Any grown up would. We're all wired differently. But there's so many other different similarities that we have in common. So let's not create negative thoughts or confront or withdraw from them. But if there is an abuse, an exploitation, or a compromise of values and principles, we need to face it or confront those behaviors if it is impacting you or the ones that you love or you care about. See, adjusting and accepting out of the different pressures that we get from outside of us depletes us. I want you to be real clear. And discerning and choosing the right power is crucial. The more you bring it into practice, the easier it becomes to discern and bring them into action. Remember, you are a wise being. You know the difference between right and wrong. You know that. Use your inner powers appropriately. People that we meet today will present their behaviors and know when to adjust and when to confront them and use your inner powers of adjustment and confrontation the right way. Accept each one as they are with the stability that you have on the inside of you. It's not about reaction, it's about your response. It's about if you want to be an adult or you want to revert back. Like I said, no harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. All I can tell you is to disrespect me. And some of this may be turning up something in your system, and maybe not. Maybe you're calling me out of my name, calling me a bitch and everything else. Hoe, bitch, fuck, what the fuck? That old bitch, she don't know shit. This old bitch done been through a lot. And I can tell you, I am so grateful to my father for instilling in me these qualities. It's the disrespect for me. Whether you advise or tell people for their benefit and bless them, but don't confront them. Your power to tolerate different personalities will strengthen your relationships. And at the same time, in certain situations, when you have to confront people, rise above that social pressure, people putting pressure on your back. You got enough rocks on your back than somebody else putting goddamn cinder blocks on them. You got to do what you feel that's right for you. Oh, I forgot. This is YouTube, right? This ain't life. This is YouTube. This is all about entertainment. When are you going to realize that the metaverse has crossed over into your real life? I'm just saying. As you have the power to tolerate all of these different personalities and relationships, but at the same time, in certain situations, you have to rise above this and not seek public approval or any type of obligations. Do what is right. And when you know about your weaknesses or you have a wrong habit that you are exercising, confront that too and adjust that. The only thing that you have control over is you. That's it and that's all. Point blank, period. And if you can't live with the choices that you're making as your ego is talking you into the fact that you are, come on, man. You know that shit ain't right. You know that shit ain't true. But you got to go through the mindset of the ego telling you something instead of the intuition and your spiritual guide telling you something different. This is something that you don't have to live with. And you know that there is consequences. So you need to constantly work on it until you finish or you change whatever it is that you need to change. And by using the right responses and not reactions at the right time, you can increase those inner powers. I know I'm speaking aggressively, right? It's my tone. It's my tone. I got it. But here's the thing. It's because my tone is like this because I'm passionate about what I'm saying. So when you have disrespectful behavior, how do you deal with it right away? For me, I need to sit down and I need to catch my life because I don't want to react. I've done enough reaction in my life. Right now, I'm at the place where I need peace. And this right here ain't it for me. So even though, people are here for numbers and all of that stuff, yeah, that matters because you want to get another revenue stream or you want to get your message out. I get it. Or you just want to have fun and do what gives you a spark. I get that part. I totally get it. But when you're getting in and you're dragging it and you're getting it out of the mud like I am, one people here, two people here, three people there. But guess what? 1, 2, and 3 get the message where they pass it on to their person and that person and that person. It's about the quality for me. Like I said, no harm, no foul, no disrespect here. Now, I have slipped on many a banana peels, many a banana peels. Because you know what? I live in a world of hope, hoping that what I'm seeing and hearing is not correct, hoping that what I'm watching, there's a backstory to it. And generally there is. Hoping. But when self-respect comes in, it means that you need to set some boundaries and not putting up with anyone who disrespects you or takes you for granted or ignores your boundaries. I'd rather sit down in a healthy relationship with somebody who gives me mutual respect at its core. And it's only when each of us feels appreciated, valued, and worthy that we are able to give ourselves to the relationship fully. I'm here to tell you with regret that not every relationship is based on respect. And you too could be tolerating disrespect if you don't recognize the signs and take action for that. You see, disrespectful behavior, no matter how subtle it is, could lead to violence on the scales of sexual assault, domestic violence, and otherwise disrespectful behavior is linked to negative emotions, including self-doubt, fear, shame, confusion, anger, misery, and uncertainty. Bang, bang, bang. So here it is. You owe yourself the responsibility to never tolerate disrespect of whatever kind. And you have to prepare yourselves to help yourself through these things. It will come with age. It will come with, well, sometimes it don't come with age. Let me take that back. It'll come with experience. Experience. So when you see life hanging in the balance, it gives you a whole new perspective on life. And it challenges you to do something different, to do something better with your life. You create your own reality and all the players that are in it. For real. Sit back and think about what I just said. You create your own reality, all the players in it. If you don't want them to play on your chessboard or in your sandbox, remove them. You don't have to. And if you want to dip your toe back into that pool, do so on your own discretion. But remain intact of who you are. Disrespect will wreck self-confidence. And when you tolerate disrespect, you start looking at yourself based on how others treat you. It'll also kickstart resentment or contempt from the inability to express your feelings of anger or annoyance, especially when unfair treatment is involved. This can happen to you when somebody repeatedly disrespects you. It will push down your ability to communicate and to collaborate with them. When your feelings and your needs are dismissed with disrespect, it becomes difficult to have any type of healthy conversation or communication or any type of collaboration on anything. It will impair your relationships with your family and your friends. And if someone is triggering all of the bad feelings in you and you don't take action, all those pent up emotions will eventually spill over somewhere else. It will diminish your sense of purpose. Your sense of purpose is what gives meaning to the things that you do to achieve success in every part of your life. It will lead to more disrespect. If you have been disrespected once and you are not taking action, what's going to stop them from doing it again? What's going to stop other people from following the same direction? If you are tired of experiencing disrespect, analyze the situation. While there are people who are clearly wanting, when it comes to giving respect, not on every occasion of disrespect is intentional. Analyze it. Is it really truly disrespect? Do you acknowledge the disrespect? Is it a common habit to tolerate disrespect by pretending that it is not a big deal or excusing it for whatever reason? Do you take responsibility? Nobody should blame you for their lack of respect for you. And if that's clear enough, it's worth taking note that you could have some part in what may appear to you as disrespect. Another thing that you could do is take a moment before you react. This is what I do. I got to sit back on that because I know I got anger issues. For real, for real. I got anger issues and I try to keep that twin at bay. But usually there's no holds bar when you come up against my fam. For real, for real. I'm like a fucking beast. But I try very hard to step back, to take a breath before I respond negatively. Because my reaction is all ready to pop off. Because I'm human like everybody else. And when the first thing that comes to my mind when someone does something that's disrespectful to me is that I want to return that fire. And I want to give them a piece of what I got to say. But if I just take a moment to think or to even count to 10 before I react, what I do, and I recently found out, is that I start singing hymns. And I start looking up at the sky and I start singing hymns because I'm trying to course correct. You got to talk about it clearly. If you have already put in place that the act was indeed disrespectful, you have to attempt to have that healthy conversation. And you have to understand and know when to cut some slack. You see that the nature of the disrespect or even how the person behaves afterward can give you an idea of how to move forward. Because if someone refuses to acknowledge disrespecting you, they will probably do it again and expect to get away with it. Here's my thing. You ain't a punk. You ain't a pussy if you walk away. Like I said, you control your own board and how you react. But establish them boundaries. You feel me? Because boundaries will help to develop mutual respect, mutual trust, and well-being in your personal relationship when someone keeps disrespecting you and your boundaries. You feel me? Know when to walk away. No matter how many times you try to fix things, no matter how many boundaries that you set, you still will get disrespected. And it's not your fault, and you shouldn't have to tolerate it for the sake of saving a relationship. Let that shit go. Let it go. And the quickest way to blow a disrespectful situation out of proportion is to match that disrespect. But if you respond with kindness and positivity instead, and it might be very hard to shit. It's hard to do. To be kind to someone who is rude, who you know that you're a better person because you are trying to diffuse a situation. That shit is hard. But here's the thing. Don't try to fix them. Don't try to fix them. Because all you're going to do is continually make excuses for staying in this type of situationship with other people because of the need to fix the other person. You can't fix them. They are who they are. If they show you who they are, believe them. Otherwise, you sitting all up in here trying to figure out how you can get around to help somebody who don't need your fucking help. They don't want it. See it for what it is. Disrespectful behaviors can destroy any kind of relationship. And dealing with them with the soon is dealing with them as soon as you can put you in a different headspace. So whatever they launch at you, you become Teflon. Yeah, right. Yep. So let me throw some ending cards on that. What's the tea? What's the tea? As I began this live with the intervention from the divine, I am now going to close this with the intervention of the divine to give you the tea. The overall message that is being shown is threatening. Threatening. Threatening by way of a piece, a hand piece. I'll just leave it at that. Because that's the only way with brute force. Instead of using your hands or your mind or your mouth or your heart, you rather use intimidating factors, threatening factors, because they're bothered. And as you're sitting over here, the reason why these things are going on is because of the love on the brain, dreaming and fantasizing and daydreaming and being nostalgic. So you'll accept that bullshit. Right? But what comes with that, I asked for a clarification. And it's all about being a cyber bully. You're being bullied online, or they are, and has suffered from it, etc., etc., etc. The wheel still turns. And then comes up looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting information on you. You want to know what's going on? This is what's going on. And then on top of that, confronting them, they're unbothered. They don't give a fuck. You feel me? I'm going to keep, I'm sorry with the cussing and everything, but this is how I'm coming across right now. Happiness hater. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you in union or harmonized or anything like that. But what ends up happening is that on a low, they're a divination abuser. You can look up the word divination if you want to. But whatever it is, they're a divination abuser. They're doing their own conjuring, so to speak. And at the end of the day, with that threatening behavior, they are so unbothered. Because they're going to continue to ignore you until you put your boundaries in check. You feel me? And that's the end of the message. I'm sorry if I come across aggressive, but I'm passionate about what I'm saying. And I'm done. Have at it. Have at it. Do you. But as for me and mine, we choose to do something different. As always. Always was a person that went along the beat of my own drum. People don't understand how I move. But it's not for you to understand how I move. As long as I understand me, that's all that matters. I hope I was able to shed some light for you. I'm out of here. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. And let me put on something from my son.
From the front to the back and you in the middle, just remember, everybody's watching. Just give them something to see. Let them see it. Are you watching me? Watch this. Or you want to stop me? You can't stop this. That's the mentality that you must have in yourself. Don't you dare give up now. It's okay. Yeah, it hurt a little bit, but I can feel it. I know what that pain feels like. And I know how to keep marching. And I know how to keep moving. And I know how to get productive in my life. Can't stop what you didn't create. You can hate it, but you can't dominate it. Because it belongs to me.
All I know is my music will live forever. I be looking in the mirror like none of these niggas better try me. Nah, these niggas, they better never. All that ivy is what they gon' need to get better. Feel me? I'm the wrong one if you try and use me. Communicate, cause I'll get gone if you start confusing me. I know my worth, made it out the mud to the dirt. I was told never give up. See how that work? Look, shorty's always asking where my passion like. I'm a cameraman, but make music about life. I record myself, then shoot my vids in the real time. Usually solo, cause a lot of niggas turn slime. Other artists don't support unless you dick ride. That's why if you ain't gang, then I don't say hi. I don't drink no more, little mama, but I stay high. And I live alone, you bad, you should come by. Hey, this is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You ride for me, I'ma ride for you. If they get enemy, they mine too. They violate, I'm violating too, and they can take it personal. This is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You ride for me, I'ma ride for you. If they get enemy, they mine too. They violate, I'm violating too, and they can take it personal. This is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You ride for me, I'ma ride for you. If they get enemy, they mine too. They violate, I'm violating too, and they can take it personal. This is personal. You can count on me, I count on you. You ride for me, I'ma ride for you. If they get enemy, they mine too. They violate, I'm violating too, and they can take it personal.